5, 4, 3.
Welcome, everyone, and pull up a seat at the table. It's Lunchtime in Rome. Tonight's episode 301 is titled Instead of Comfort. What if someone doesn't join you in your emotion? What if you don't meet someone where they are, but rather help them otherwise? We'll be taking a look at all of that at the table this evening. Pull up a seat at the table and join us. First-time listeners can subscribe on your favorite podcast app or watch us live or later on YouTube at Lunchtime in Rome. Visit us at lunchtimeinrome.com. While there, you can take our relational needs questionnaire. Make sure to follow us on all social media, and it would be great if you gave us a 5-star review. Jay, what specifically is this podcast about?
At the table, we strive to love one another and help you to do the same. Some weeks we will have someone on so that you can get to know them and learn a little bit about yourself in the process. Other weeks we dive into a topic. Romans 12:15 says to rejoice with those who rejoice and mourn with those who mourn. That is what we do. And so while it may not be 12:15 in Rome, we're treating it like it is lunchtime in Rome.
Wow. Holy cow.
New mics, baby. New mics.
Yeah, so a little bit of maintenance.
Yeah.
Marilyn, I appreciate you being on right now, watching.
And big guy.
And big guy. He's back.
Scraps.
Okay.
Scraps, we call him.
He's back.
Scraps at the table.
Live. But if you could give us some feedback while we're on. We got new mics, so thank you to. I'm going to do it on the front of the end. On the front end. On the front of the end. On the front of the end. Just want to thank Groot from the Hooked on Jesus podcast, Lorianne, Bethany Jaworski, Marilyn, and big guy, Ashley, and Breaking 90. We got new microphones. I think
we should name
great.
the microphones after the different people that sit at the
different
table.
people. Which one do I have?
I think you're talking into big guy. Right?
Yeah, I'm talking right into big guy. But okay, they sound great. But if you could just listen, if we're like peaking or going like too loud at some point, just give us a little feedback in the chat. That'd be fantastic. But no, they're great, and I like them. And
The mics are great. How's Eric?
good.
Oh, that is segue.
You're right. I'm trying to think. This week has been. I don't even know where to start. I feel bad if I don't remember something that I should talk about. Because there's times like I'll go back and I'll think of like, did Amy and I do anything significant, or did Maggie and I do anything significant? And right now,
Nothing significant has happened.
I can only think about one thing.
Which is?
I'm so happy to say that I believe as of October 12th, Sam's Club is open up earlier. And for Plus members, you can get in
An hour earlier.
Okay. I just want to tell you a little story. All right.
I mean, I only remember, I guess, pre-COVID. So, like, what has been I'm not really an early shopper.
Okay, right. But I remember, so back, and I'm talking 17 years ago.
Oh, boy. Back when it was still called Pace.
Oh, man, I forgot about
Yeah,
Pace.
drop that on you.
Holy cow.
Pace
A shout out to Brett Householder, one of the funniest people I know. But when I was the youth director at Mount Hope Church, I leaned heavily on Brett for help, and because I won't go into the whole situation, but I lost a lot of support.
Sure.
And I reached out to Brett, and he was great. But he had a Plus membership for the church, so we went to Sam's Club, and he taught me that if you're a Plus member, you can shop early. Like an hour early before it opens up.
Oh, the riffraff.
Right. So you literally went and you opened the door like you had to know to go in.
Okay.
If I remember that correctly.
Again, I think I did it once.
Right.
Probably followed somebody in.
Sure. And we went, shopped, all that. Fast forward, I don't know, to, I'll say 5 years ago. I thought that rule still applied.
You were wrong.
So I go in early. I open the door, and there's a guy with me. And I was like, he was like, "Can we go in early?" I was like, "Yeah." Are you a Plus member? And he said, "Yeah." And I said, "Yeah, you can shop early."
The most sure you've ever been about anything in your life.
So I'm walking in. I'm like, "Wow, man, there's really nobody here. This is awesome." I'm back in produce, and if you know where produce is in Sam, Sam's. It is in the store.
Outside of bread, it's the furthest point from the door.
And this guy, I don't even know if he realizes who I am now, because I mean he sees a ton of people, but I would love to know if like every time that I go to Sam's now, but he stops me. He's like, "Hey, who are you?" And I was like, "Oh, I'm just shopping."
Hi, America.
I'm just shopping. And he was like, "You're not allowed to be in here." I was like, "Well, I'm a Plus member. I can shop early."
Relax.
And he was like, "No, you can't." I was like, You can't shop early as a Plus member?" He's like, "No." And then he like gets on his radio. He's like, "Hey, we got customers in the store." And I was like, "I'm not here to cause any problem, but I do want to let you know I let another person in when I came in. So there are two of us in here at least."
We don't want any trouble, sir. We wanted some products.
And I was like, "I'm leaving." He's like, "I have to escort you out." And I was like,
Oh.
"I understand." Whatever. And then he escorted me out of the store. And I was really bummed because I was like, well, no, we got to wait forever.
With as high of a need of acceptance as you have, I'm glad you handled it as well as you did.
I felt like the blood went through my head. I felt like not embarrassed, but I was like, oh, like,
Right. Like you've done something wrong because you had.
Yeah, right.
I mean, it would have been good if you'd have leaned into it a little bit.
How so?
Well, I guess he's taking you out. This is crap. Oh, I can't believe this. They don't do this at Costco.
Throw Sam's under the bus.
That's why they're going to open BJ's in 3 years. Well, it's nice to have Julia back with us.
Yes.
Host times 2 now.
Yeah.
Guest once.
That's right.
Yes.
It's the third time on the pod.
Yeah.
That's correct.
And Brian and Chris are both not here. Brian's in New York.
Brian's taking care of business.
Chris is also taking care of business.
Different business.
Right.
Chris would not do well handling Brian's business.
No.
One would argue Brian would not do well handling Chris's business.
That would be correct.
We're all uniquely gifted at handling our own business.
Yeah.
How's Julia?
I'm okay. I was actually going to make a joke and say, I'm just on here again because I didn't meet my joke quota this week, so they brought me back. I'd hit my one per week.
Yeah, you got to step it up.
But no, I'm okay. I actually had a very interesting day at work today. If you're watching this live, you can see me live and in person in my
Still in
scrubs.
In gear.
It's been
Dedicated to the pod.
It's been a long day.
Maybe has some tooth cleaning shrapnel on her as we speak.
I hate that might be true. So I'm so sorry,
DNA
Eric.
on her.
What time do you start?
Oh, I got there at like 8:20 today. So I've been out of the house since 8:20. But
Wow.
Well,
and
no,
you're
yeah.
here.
You said you got there at 8:20.
so I've been out of the house since 8 a.m.
Right.
Yeah.
Like you're at a 12-hour day.
Yeah, but it was an eventful day because we had a temp hygienist, and for those of you who don't know, those are hygienists that just kind of get hired in like on a day-by-day basis if we need to have a sub essentially.
Now, let me ask you this question. Why are they not permanent hygienists somewhere?
They're not good at it.
Well, see, the going rate for a temp hygienist these days is like $80 an hour.
So you weigh off, do I get hired? Yeah. There's no guarantee of salary.
Screw the benefits. I'll take the $80 an hour and make my own schedule is what
Yeah.
these people are saying.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But all of that to say, we have this lady who's probably getting paid mega bucks, and we don't know what she's going to look like when she comes in. We're like, well, maybe she'll be okay. Boy, she comes in a huff today. This little old woman reeks of smoke. She's
a hygienist?
Oh yes, she's like coughing everywhere, and she tells my coworker, she's like, "Oh, I've had hay fever for 3 weeks." We're like, "Babe, you're a chain smoker."
You've got
I
Newport
really
fever.
just don't like. I don't know what to tell you. So we're a little leery about that. She doesn't know what she's doing. She doesn't know how to use the computer. She's asking me and my fellow hygienist what the heck to do, and then
She's making the most money in the room.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
Other than the dentist, I guess.
Not last name, but does she have a remarkable first name?
No.
Okay. I was thinking like
No.
maybe she'd be like, I don't know.
Blanche.
Gert, Blanche.
Yeah. Nah, her name was just Susan. That's pretty average.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
When she's going by.
honestly, I thought so. I heard them mumbling about her in the front, and I thought they were going to be looking up and being like, "Oh, she's an illegal hygienist. She doesn't have a license." They're like freaking out. No,
Oh, illegal hygienist, not
Yeah.
not illegal. Okay.
No, illegally practicing dental hygiene.
Right.
She was not, as far as I'm aware. But what I experienced, at least, before anything else went down, is I sit down with my first patient, me and this old man, we're just chopping it up. We're chatting away. I'm asking him about his medical history. And then I hear from the next room, not a word she speaks to this 18-year-old girl, like senior in high school, brings her into the chair, sits her down, and all I hear is of the instruments firing up. She's taking this like water blaster to this girl's teeth. I'm like, there's probably 2 pieces of black on there.
She's old school.
So I'm sitting in
She's
the other
just
room
taking
like,
care of business.
this is not a good sign. And then right before lunch, the next patient she's supposed to have gets conveniently placed into my schedule, and they start deleting patients out of hers. And when she pulls me in and goes, I think I got logged out of the system. I don't know what to do. I'm like, I don't know. Maybe I'll get someone from the front. And the office manager comes in and goes, so we're asking you to leave. I got a patient complaint.
Oh, no.
And she was evacuated from the premises.
We talk about the complaint?
So it was the 18-year-old girl's mom going back and saying my daughter was disturbed.
And did they bring the manager of Sam's to walk her out?
They very well might have. It might have been one of those days. They pulled him in and
The
said,
guy that walked me out, I know you've seen him.
Is it the black dude?
No.
Oh, that's the store manager.
No. He's the produce guy. He's always in produce.
Nice guy, always waves.
Yeah. No, he doesn't wave.
Oh, then no, not him.
Or maybe he waves to you.
Well, yeah. Well,
maybe he won't wave to me.
hates
He
you,
does know who I am.
He's always doing the 2 fingers in his eyes.
He's watching
looking
me.
at you.
He's watching me. Like, see if I go in the back.
they got a little picture of you behind, like in the back office. They're like, this guy, he got in there
It's
early
on his
one
little
time.
hand truck. Like,
Yeah.
he keeps it there.
So they walked Susan out.
Yeah. And they deleted all of her patients for tomorrow as well. So I'm the only hygienist in the office.
Wow, so you get paid extra.
No.
You should. You should.
So do I need to get out this
We
big water
all need
blasting hook?
reparations for our troubles from today.
Well, that's a day.
Yeah.
Because you you don't mind socially awkward because you kind of like to exist in that. And if not,
Yeah.
you kind of quasi-create it when
Right.
it's not there.
Yeah.
So I guess you were suited for that.
Yeah. No, it was.
Because at least it was awkward.
Right.
And it wasn't you.
So true.
Except
if it
when
wasn't
she
me,
comes
it's fine.
to you and goes, I think I got logged out of the system.
Right. And I was like, so I'm actually with a patient right now. I was currently trying to, but it's okay. No matter. How about you, Jay?
Oh, hey, I appreciate that. I say it every week, busy. But what's crazy is this week kind of opened up a little bit, got a little bit of time.
Oh.
And, not as many meetings and whatnot. And it's funny because like Monday I sat down and, with Young Life, I told them I will not be doing anything administrative. And it has been grieving my soul that I've been doing a lot of administrative work. And so I sat down Monday and there were 2 things I hadn't done. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to do them now. And I looked at my notes and it was like, open up fall weekends in Young Life Connect. And I was like, okay, Young Life Connect, click. Well, now what do I do? And I searched like fall weekend open up, click, nothing. Bro, I was like, and I maybe made it 10 minutes and I was like, and I'm out. But today I met with our Hannah Bear, who was a babysitter of Joe back in the day. He conned her out of a Oreo, I believe. And used to work with us in Young Life East Hills. And now she's going to be our administrator again. So we had lunch and we would always meet late at night at Eaton Park because she was doing Young Life and I was doing Young Life and she worked for me. And we talked about how many times like I could be fired for being inappropriate and she would be fired for being inappropriate. And boy, we picked up right where we left off and it was delightful. And I said to her, hey, are you bringing your laptop or should I bring mine? And now you don't know Hannah Bear. You probably met her.
I met her
Yeah.
once. Yeah.
She goes, oh, I don't have a laptop. I only trust my desktop. She goes, but I'm bringing my notepad and my pencil. And so
Old school.
I respect
she's-
that. I respect
she
that.
is old school. But so it's all good. And that was fun. And I just have to raise about $10,000. And so we'll just do that.
Yeah.
Much more likely that I'll be able to raise $10,000 than that administrative work was ever going to get done any other way.
There you go.
And by hiring her, we can be better with the donors we have and be better at getting new donors. So I'm not worried about that. Quickly, I want to talk about a food item that I made this week. It's very fall. It's very timely.
Yeah.
I made sweet and sour purple cabbage. Because I was at the farmer's market and there was beautiful, Carlos had a beautiful cabbage there. And he also gave me, when I paid him too much, he always gets mad. So then he throws extra stuff in. And he gave me 5 apples that he said are great, that one of the guys from Venezuela who picks the vegetables for him, works on his farm, has been picking and giving to his wife who sells them because she works at a meat packing plant in Salem, Ohio, where he's from. And I said, well, that's good marketing. He goes, oh, he doesn't pay me, senor. And I'm like, oh, so he steals your apples, gives them to his wife to sell. He goes, dang. And he goes, he's a hard worker. But I gave one to Joe today. He said it was an amazing apple. But the sweet and sour cabbage, I just want to say, it is unbelievably good. I did it so well. It's a simple recipe, and I don't care for it.
Yeah.
Like, it's fine.
Yeah.
It's great. It's balsamic and just a little bit of sugar. I don't overly sweeten it. And I threw a little bit of thyme in there because I felt like it should be in there, which it wasn't. But like, I'm eating it every day because it's really good for you and everything else. But it's like, I would never, like, I don't crave it. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's really well done. It's fine.
Yeah. I remember my mom used to make like a purple cabbage dish, and I did not care for
It's
it.
very German.
Yeah.
Maybe not with the balsamic, but
Right. Yeah.
I had
I don't know if I'd
some.
like it.
There's a German club on the north side, like called like, I know you're gonna laugh. I want to say it's like called Tutankhamun. It's
Okay.
Teutonia. That's what it is.
Teutonia.
Tutankhamun is like Egypt.
Yeah.
Teutonia. It's a private German club, and I went there once with somebody, and I had purple cabbage, and I almost wept. It was so good.
Huh.
Yeah.
Wow.
So there.
I don't know if I would ever weep over cabbage. What was the German place over in like Cheswick area?
No clue.
It was like a pink
Hofbrauhaus.
house. No, it was like a pink house. It was good. I can't remember. Don't matter. I don't think they're there anymore.
Burger King. I don't know. I got
Forget
Burger
it.
King.
I was just say Eric got abducted and
Just
he
drop it.
Oh, it was a German restaurant.
It was
Woo.
pink. Yes, it was pink. Which, on a competing podcast to ours, slightly more popular in the ratings, The Consumers with Greg Warren,
Yeah.
they went over Burger King as the product. They go over a product each week. And so then the next week they read comments, and somebody said, I can't believe nobody mentioned the Rogue Burger King from Pittsburgh in the South Side.
In the South Side, yeah.
Oh my
And
gosh.
they told the story. And they're like, "Oh, that's awesome! I'd love to go there." I'm like, "No, you wouldn't.
No, you
No,
wouldn't.
you wouldn't." But it is a great story. They just left the sign on.
Yeah.
And there's just
Yeah.
So if you don't know that, there's a Burger King that got their franchise taken away from them, and they just keep selling burgers. They do what they want.
Burger King is my favorite fast food burger.
Really?
Yeah.
The Whopper?
Yeah, Whopper, yeah. Because, like, I love Five Guys, but I don't consider it fast food.
No.
It's
not-
too expensive.
Not at that price.
Yeah, the price point, and it's not incredibly fast. They're quick, but they're not fast. But
Marilyn said that Julia went away for a few words and then came back.
I'm sorry. Maybe I'm moving too much.
Oh,
That's
boy.
hard to say.
thank you for the feedback. I don't know what to do with that, but thank you. I don't know what to do with that right now.
It's hard to say.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you what I want to do right now. I want to thank the people that sit at the table. We already did that. But you guys also, if you are jealous of those who sit at the head of the table, because I don't think you said this.
I
you?
did not.
You can go to lunchtimeinrome.com and become a paid subscriber. And then you too will sit at the head of the table. And I'm going to make this commitment now. Somebody write it down.
All right.
We're going to have an official head of the table campaign and program by the new year.
Okay.
Because we keep saying you get all the perks. What are they? Well, we mention you every week at the podcast.
Yeah.
But we're going to tighten that up a little bit. And
like
in
it.
regards to that, last week was our 300th episode. And we sort of reviewed and we looked backwards and kind of looked forward and said how, we're very almost nerdy, emotional, needy. We go really into the nuts and the bolts of it. And I don't know that that's appealing to too many people, that maybe there's a way to reverse engineer it and look at it this way. And that. Well, at least for now. And maybe for the foreseeable future, I figured, but that's who we are. And those of you who sit with us at the table every week, you also are becoming that kind of next level emotional needs responder. And so there needs to be a podcast for you. So I want to continue to lean into that kind of stuff. And that's exactly what we're doing this evening. And in general, the topic for tonight, the title is Instead of Comfort. But the way to look at it is twofold. Most people in our world are terrible at providing comfort.
Yeah.
That's why this podcast exists.
Right.
Nothing is more simple than rejoice with those who rejoice and mourn with those who mourn. But because of facts, logic, and reason, sorry, big guy, stealing the story, being selfish, being critical, giving somebody scripture or saying, don't cry, or just ignoring them because of those things, people aren't good at mourning with those who mourn. Well, so some people, most people are terrible at mourning with those who mourn. But conversely, there are people who are very hard to comfort.
Oh, yeah.
So what I did is I thought of a phenomena that I have experienced in the past. And I think it's a way of missing, but also a way to comfort those or bless or emotionally support those who are hard to comfort. Make sense?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So the example is back when I was coaching, if I would come home from practice or a match or whatever, and I would say to Rachel, yeah, I got a complaint. This parent came after me and I'd just tell the story. She would go to 11.
Yeah.
Now I am saying to her, yeah, it bothered me, but it's part of the job. Deal with what you got to deal with. She would come across with, are you kidding me? Who do they think they are? Don't they realize who you are? You realize you put 20 years into this and that you do this for very little money and they have the audacity to come at you and tell you how to do your job. And I was just, and it would be on the one hand, great. On the other hand, I'm like, all right, now I've just made her mad. Like she's angry, she's yelling. And did she join me in my emotion?
No.
No, she did not. She went flying past it. So if she was to be comforting me, she didn't do a good job. And by the end of it, by the way, I would be going, no, honey, don't get out of the car. You don't even know where they live. Don't kill them. It's not okay.
Let's back up a second though. Cause
Beep, beep,
you were angry, right?
Yes, to some degree.
Right. So she joined you in your anger
For a moment. But she went past if I was,
So where should she have stopped?
where I was.
Which is
Like my point is I was like, gosh, boy, it's frustrating.
Yeah.
And if she would have said, yeah, you know what? You put so much into it.
Right.
And you know what? That is frustrating.
She was hotter than that.
Yeah. Livid.
Got it.
I had to calm her down.
Right.
So
Which
now
then
it's about her.
Right.
It's
right.
not about me. That's a very good way to point that out. Thank you, Eric.
Yeah.
So as far as giving comfort, now one might argue that wasn't even her goal.
Well, right. Yeah. Right.
Fine.
Sure.
But I didn't get comfort.
Right.
But what did I get instead besides an angry wife?
That's what I'm saying. So that's what I'm trying to figure out. What is it? Because she didn't avoid it.
Oh, no.
I'm leaning
I don't
towards...
want to say, I don't want to know what mistake did she make. Because what she did was, to a degree, it was selfish. She made it about her because she got angrier. Like, I'm looking for what mistake did she make. She did meet an emotional need for me. It just wasn't comfort.
Like in a way, it's just validation, but like to the highest degree.
No, I don't know.
Okay, so to a degree, that would be security. Like, okay, I'm not nuts.
Right.
Right.
So she would meet the need of security of, yeah, you were validation. Yes, you felt like they came at you and they did come at you. So yes, that is an example. The other would be, and the one that I'm thinking of, is belonging. No, I'm sorry, respect. Because she kept saying, like, who are they to come at you? Do they know who you are? So whereas I'm like, yeah, I am the coach and I have put a lot of time into this.
Yeah.
And so because I have a high need of respect, that made me feel good. And it was like, yes. And also security in that she's got my back.
Yeah.
I know she's got my back. Not very good at comfort, but she's got my back. And yes, I should be respected. That is a good thing. So the first part is when somebody is trying to comfort you, and I'm putting it in air quotes, they're trying to say the right thing. They're trying to help you. They're trying to defend you. For those of us who know what good comfort is, what we end up doing is going, well, that's not it at all. You know what I mean? Like you're sitting there going, I can see you trying.
Sure.
So what we want to do is say, okay, well, what are they saying? What emotional need are they being protective of you? Okay, well, that's security. Or if she would have said to me, that's okay, Jay, never mind. You'll get past this again because you're a great coach and you're the best and you know how to deal with these parents better than anybody else. Well, that'd be encouragement.
Encouragement, yeah.
And so in these moments, when we go through these times, it's sort of just giving people the benefit of the doubt. You know, the Lisa Simpson, at least you tried cake that she dumps into the garbage.
Yeah.
Okay, well, they're trying. What can we take from it? What are they trying to do? What's the emotional need they're trying to help us with unknowingly?
Mm-hmm.
And therefore, we can find that rather than just being dismissive.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense?
I think so.
Okay, good. Why doesn't it make perfect sense and make you go, Jay, you are brilliant?
I guess I'm kind of lost in. Are you saying that's a good thing?
I'm saying you're making the best of bad comfort. So, like for Rachel, hey, she met my need for respect. That's a good thing.
Right.
She validated what I was feeling. That's a good thing. Did she comfort me? No. Did I still feel kind of alone? Sure. But at least she met these needs.
So I guess she met needs, but she didn't comfort.
Correct.
Can you unpack that?
Sure. So comfort is having somebody join you in your emotions so that you don't feel alone.
Which she did to a certain extent.
She went right past it.
She went past it.
Yeah, she didn't comfort.
Okay.
She didn't join me.
Okay.
I'm not saying she went 1, 2, 3, 10. I mean, she was like, what? You know what I mean? She wasn't,
right.
She went past it. She did not in
Okay.
any way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
Join me in my emotions. She went past it.
Okay.
The
So we're on the
opposite
same
would be
page
if she
then.
said, that's not a big deal.
Okay.
That would be going under it
Right.
or before
Yeah.
it.
Not comforting and not meeting emotional needs.
Well, yeah, that would be nothing.
Right.
Yeah. By the way, when somebody misses meeting your emotional needs by going, or missing comfort by going under, there's not much.
Yeah.
It's just sad.
Yeah.
When they go, what are you going to do? Too bad, too sad. Your fault. I mean, any of those things. There's nothing there.
Yeah.
No.
But when they go over, okay, you didn't join me in the emotional need of comfort, which is meeting me where I am and being there with me. That's an emotional need, comfort. That's how we heal hurts.
Right.
So that if she would have perfectly joined me in that moment, the next time a parent came at me, or the next time I thought of that parent coming at me, I would also remember, oh man, I loved how Rachel just sat there with me and just shook her head. That was great. That's how we heal a hurt.
Yeah.
Right.
So these other things aren't going to heal a hurt, but they're going to meet an emotional need that I have.
Yeah.
If I have that, again, if she would have said to me, you'll get him tomorrow, pal, go get him, Scooter. She doesn't call me Scooter. I don't really have a high need of encouragement so much. So I would have been like, thanks, cool.
Yeah.
But the fact that I have a high need of respect, that meant something.
Right. Right.
Does that make more sense?
Yes.
So because people are not good at comforting, maybe at least they're going to hit another emotional need that we need.
Yeah.
Right.
Which transitions this to, do you know that person that is hard to comfort? Let's talk about this. What makes somebody hard to comfort?
Ooh.
I think if they're hard to read and you don't know how they're going to act, like
For
if
sure.
they're kind of all across the board emotionally,
Ooh, they're not
then,
stable.
Right. Then
So
you're
you're
you
like
don't know
trying-
how to comfort them because some days they might need you to kind of maintain a calm demeanor. And sometimes in order to comfort them, you might have to up it a little bit and be closer to that extra level per se
Yeah.
to
Well, except I agree to a point, but you said sometimes they need a calm demeanor. Well, if comfort is joining them where they are, they only need calm if they are calm.
right. So whatever their level
again,
is
if
at.
somebody's hysterical, you're not supposed to come alongside, just go
Right.
hysterical, but you can say, wow, this is really a big deal.
Yeah.
That's okay. Wow, this is overwhelming. My head's spinning just hearing your story. So it's not just maintaining a calm demeanor. That would be providing them security. Everything is fine. This is a terrible day for you, but everything's fine. That's not good comfort. That's good giving them security. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But what else makes them hard? So you're saying they're random. They're hard. Where are they? I don't know where they are.
Yeah. Emotional
Well, that's
variability.
twofold, I think. Well, but
I
also,
think just foundationally, if you don't know what their emotional needs are, it's going to be really hard to comfort them. Just in general.
Fair point.
well, if you don't know what they're feeling, It's not what their emotional needs are. Like if they're a flat line,
Okay.
because there's two things in what you said. One, they're hard to read. So like, are they angry or are they sad? Or are they neither?
Right.
They're not showing you and they don't use their words.
Right.
How do I join an emotion
Yeah.
that I can't see and you don't verbalize?
Right.
The other is the person that's all over the place. You know, they're angry, they're not angry. And you say, wow, this is really, they go, no, it isn't. You're like, okay. And then they're like, I just don't feel anything. So you're numb? No, I am raw with emotion. And you're like, so that's the other one. I think.
Yeah.
So I think both of them are hard to comfort.
Yeah.
Again, it's hard to comfort, not hard to meet their emotional needs. We're talking specifically about the emotional need of comfort, joining somebody in their emotions.
Yeah.
So if you don't know what the emotion is, hard. If they're all over the place and they're only in an emotion for a minute, quite difficult as well.
Right.
Two good examples, Julia. You get a bonus point.
Oh boy.
I'm not good at this game.
I don't know, Eric. I think you're better than me.
So I will bring up by example rather than putting Eric on the spot.
See, I appreciate that.
Somebody near and dear to this podcast. Somebody who, if given the opportunity, would take a month of filling in as a guest on this podcast. Eric, Jan. Jan is terribly hard to comfort because when you say to Jan, how are you? She'll say, fine. Or at best, not good. But she can't bear to open up what she's holding inside. So how do you join that? And I would say also there are people who simply have a low need for comfort, which Jan might be one of those people. Because every emotional need, you can have a high need for it, no need for it, or really be averse to it.
Right.
Like Rachel with support.
Yeah.
Don't try to help her do something. That's terrible. She doesn't want that.
Right.
There are other ones that you're like, give or take, I don't care. But comfort is different. And I explain this whenever I teach it, especially to couples that are getting married. Comfort is the only emotional need that even if you have an aversion to it, -10 on the relational needs questionnaire, which you can take at lunchtimeinarome.com.
Correct.
You still need it because that is the only way that we really heal hurts.
Okay.
And the way I explain it is to people, you know, both Joe and Trey have latex allergies. Well, if they have a cut, they need a Band-Aid. Well, if we don't have a latex-free Band-Aid, do we let them bleed out? No, you put a latex Band-Aid on there, and their skin is going to get irritated. So they don't want that. It's going to bother them.
Right.
But it's necessary to heal the wound.
Right.
If you have a low need of comfort, you may not want comfort. You may not want somebody to join you in your emotions, but you need it to heal the hurt.
Okay.
So that person, terribly hard to comfort.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because they don't like it. They don't want that intimacy. They don't want you in that moment joining them in their emotions because they don't like their emotions in that moment. I love when Eric goes into deep thought.
I think I'm like that sometimes.
Go on.
I don't know. Like sometimes I'm like, I don't know. I don't know how to describe it. Like I do appreciate comfort and getting my emotional needs met, but there's sometimes where I just don't. Like I kind of want to be left alone.
I love that you went.
I don't even know how.
I like having comfort and my emotional needs met. Sometimes I don't.
Yeah. I don't know.
Would it be conditional or situational based on who?
Maybe.
I mean, because I've never perceived me coming alongside you and you being like, yeah, well, okay, go away.
Oh no, you're not. Yeah, it's got to be. Yeah, sorry, I'm losing my voice. Hey guys.
I'll join you in your crappy voice.
No, I guess it's with people that don't do it well. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of.
Well, you don't like a socially awkward moment.
No,
you're not like Julia here.
No,
Who just
she
reaches
loves them.
for them.
Yeah.
Creates them.
What can I say?
I guess it's one of those things. Like I wouldn't share something with somebody that I know that probably is not going to comfort me in a good way.
That's wisdom.
Right. Yeah. Maybe that's what I'm getting at.
Right. And to a degree, people that we know are either going to make it about them or going to
Yes.
or going
That's the
to be
worst.
critical by giving us scripture or telling us how to feel
Yeah.
or just going to leave us there.
Yeah.
Why would you?
Right.
Again, that's wisdom and discernment right there.
Right.
So regardless, those are people that are difficult to comfort. Jan is one of them. Jan.
Mm-hmm.
So here's what I do with Jan. I know that this is the second half. What do you do when somebody tries to be nice to you but misses? Well, let's see, what did they do that's good?
Mm-hmm.
Or by the way, or don't.
Right.
It's fine. But then you're just going to be angry at them. But how do you bless? How do you come alongside somebody who doesn't want you to comfort them? So it's you have to know these people. What are their emotional needs? I'll give them that instead. So like Jan has a high need of acceptance because of places she's worked and people that she's dealt with. She doesn't want to be wrong. She doesn't want to screw anything up. She doesn't want to be at fault.
Yeah. Yeah.
Eric's like, she's my people.
No, I know. Well, I've talked with Jen. She'll always say like, "I'm sorry to bother you," and I'm like, "You're not a bother." Like you text me once every 3 months about a question about the computer up at church or something like that. I'm like,
That you installed
Yeah.
and you have the software for and you've done
Right,
everything.
right.
The only person she's going to call.
once a month is pretty, or once every 3 months is pretty great. I'm sorry, my
Ooh.
voice.
It's the best Eric voice ever. It's like Kermit the Frog with
Yeah.
helium.
Little Eric, he's going through puberty right now.
He's
He's having some trouble.
We call it the change.
Yeah, the
I'm
change.
so sorry.
Going through the change.
Going through.
I can't join you in that, Eric. I'm sorry.
He's going through menopause,
Oh,
Yeah, yeah,
as it is. So yes, you concur.
yeah.
So what I'll do is, hey, I just want you to know, like what you're going through right now. You're doing a great job.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you could have done any better so far than what you've done. Now, is that joining her in her emotions? Not at all. But at least maybe she's walking away going, I guess he might be right.
Right.
It's so if like with Rachel, I have a high need of respect. So what did she give me? Respect in that moment. I don't know what I'm going to do. I lost my money. My credit card got stolen, whatever else. Listen, this is terrible. This is terrible, but I want you to know it's going to be okay. That's what people love to say. It's going to be okay. And normally what they're saying is, stop talking about your problems. I don't want to hear it anymore. You're starting to freak me out.
yeah.
But if they have a high need of security and you say to them, you're going to be okay, and here's why. Now, that is borderline facts, logic, and reason, and it is
Right.
critical. Don't worry, it's going to be okay.
Yeah.
But they've shown you they don't want comfort.
Right.
Well, then give them if they don't have a high need of security, they're like, yeah, I know I'm going to be okay. Shut up.
Right.
But I can't believe somebody would steal from me. I know, man. Isn't that crazy? Like, of all the people they picked you, you deserve better than that. Oh, I just gave them a little respect. You know what I mean? But we have to find,
Yeah.
find what they need. And if we're in relationships with people and around people all the time and we're nerdy emotional needs experts, we should know what people need.
Yeah.
For example, Brian.
Yeah.
Brian calls us tonight and he says, oh, the whole thing in New York is upside down and this guy did this and this guy did that. Now, number one, we're going to comfort him.
Yeah.
But what do you say to him otherwise if you're not going to comfort him?
It would be respect.
You're the man for the job.
Yeah.
Nobody's better than you, my man.
Yeah.
Man, God has strategically placed you in this moment, in this time. It's not comfort. It's
No.
a pep talk,
Yeah.
Right.
but it's pep talk in what he wants to hear.
That's interesting because it's almost borderline encouragement, but it is respect because it's Brian.
It's also encouragement.
Yeah.
But if he doesn't have a high need for encouragement, he might even say, yeah, I know.
Right.
Because he doesn't need to be encouraged.
Yeah.
But he'll walk away going, yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
I am the man for the job. And he'll pray and be like, you and me, Lord, mostly you, but me, we can do this. Chris's highest emotional need.
He's also high in respect.
I was going to say, it kind of ruins the
You
examples.
guys, all three of you guys are high in respect.
Not you, my friend.
No. No.
You're the glue that keeps all the respectful egomaniacs in line.
I need a
That's what they
disrespect.
say about Chris.
Rock on.
That's
Eric.
ironic because we give Chris all the disrespect.
Yes. Yeah.
It's supposed to be going your way. It's so fun with you, though.
No. Because I would feel like I'd either have done something wrong, or my self condemnation would be like, yeah, that's about right.
Yeah. Do you remember your highest emotional need, Julia?
Was it security and what else?
I feel like attention was actually up there.
No, attention
it
was
terrible.
low.
No.
God forbid anyone pays attention to me.
We should have a better handle on that.
I'm trying to.
What was that?
What?
What
Better handle on what?
Julia's emotional needs.
I can tell you right now.
Please do. Highest.
Highest is tied with appreciation and encouragement.
Oh.
There we go.
No
Where was security?
Security is one lower.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I was close.
Next two that are lower, approval and security.
And I would argue to some degree, you are not easy to comfort because you will dismiss how you're feeling.
No, actually, when Eric was giving his example, I was like, oh, I kind of see that. Although I feel like a lot of women say that from time to time, is they're like, the thing is, oh, sometimes women just want to rant and they don't want any response. And I see
They
that.
don't want to be fixed, that's for sure.
Well, so I see that with myself sometimes, is I'll just go off to Joe. I'll be like, oh my gosh, this sucked. And these people are so annoying and my coworkers are driving me crazy. And then if he's like, oh, I'm so sorry, Julie. Like, I'm sorry you're going through that. I'm like, no, it's fine. It's fine. I'll be fine. And that's just my response. Not a great response, guys. Don't respond like that.
No.
But
No.
therein lies the example.
Because I would say something along the lines of like, man, I wish they would just appreciate you more. Something along the lines of that. Knowing what your emotional needs are.
Right.
Yeah.
If we circle back to that part of the conversation,
Right.
gauging
Yeah,
based
to
on someone's
comfort
emotional
you,
needs.
As you went off on everything that's wrong.
Yeah.
I would be like, it's like a fire hose of just crap.
So true.
And there you go.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's it. I'm not going to be like, oh, I'm so sorry. Because you'd be like, ew, cucky.
Right.
Right? Because that's not where you are.
Right.
Right.
You're in this pa 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 pa
Yeah.
if everything's wrong. And I would just be like, gosh, it's dizzying. It's so messed up. And you would say, yes.
It really is.
But like you said, hey, man, I'm so glad you're still plugging away. And then you would go, yeah.
Thanks, Eric, I
Yeah,
guess.
yeah.
Man, you and your impressions. It took us 42 minutes to get a Julia impression.
Sorry, guys. I apologize.
Hey, Mary Lynn said, maybe private people don't need to be comforted. What doth thou thinks about that?
I think everybody needs some level of comfort.
I would agree.
I think it's just to what degree.
Do you have an emotional
I would
need?
also agree.
Do you have it?
Right.
Yeah, then it needs to be comforted.
Right. Because there have been people that have taken the emotional needs questionnaire and like everything is low, but there's always something that's higher than the other ones.
Well, and even if it's low, if it's taken from you,
Mm-hmm.
you know, it's going to be high the next time. Oh, Marilyn added, not as much. I would say it's more difficult
Yeah.
because once again, you're data mining and there's nowhere to find the data.
Right.
And they don't want you to have the data.
Right.
No.
So therefore, it's difficult. I think they still have a need for it. They may have, we said, an aversion to it. You know, that would be intimacy issues and whatnot.
Yeah, I would say the private part of that would be they have been hurt,
Sure.
so they don't want to share.
Correct.
Right.
And perhaps, I don't want to say wisely, but, you know, that goes to the phrase grief without comfort
Right.
is pointless.
It's probably
Yeah.
justified.
yeah, because
Yeah.
they've shared grief.
Yeah.
And now they have the original hurt and then the hurt. I mean, I remember one of my famous things I had to share with somebody how they had hurt me. And the response, and I've told this before, was, you know, I didn't mean to.
Right.
Well,
If you meant to.
a whole nother
Right.
issue.
Yeah. Yeah.
But now I prepared and I sat down and I shared how this person had hurt me.
Mm-hmm.
And they made it about them. Well, I didn't mean to. Oh, well, now it's two hurts.
Yeah.
How many times you do that before you go, oh, I'm not going to share anymore?
A lot of
Yeah.
people do that too.
Oh,
I
it's
mean,
the
it
number
happens
one.
every day.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
Yeah.
Well, I will say this. Bella ran into a friend situation where one friend said something insensitive and other friends were hurt, and Bella found herself in the middle. And the hurting friend was vehemently apologizing, of course, via text, because that's the best way to do it. And she kept saying, I am so sorry. I didn't mean it. I don't want anybody to be mad at me.
Yeah.
That a good apology?
No.
It's honest.
I didn't mean it, but then she doubled down. I didn't want anybody to be mad at me.
Right.
Right. So it's more
It's two.
about
It's
just
entirely
Yeah.
about her.
not yeah.
Right.
Just
Right.
not wanting the whatever
Take the
back-
responsibility.
lash.
Yeah.
And she's not considering them.
Right.
My words must have made you feel like.
Yeah.
And just full disclosure, because we're a family here at the table, Bella was reciting to me the text exchange. And she's like, I know nobody here hates you. You should just sometimes take a deep breath and think before you text.
Right.
And then the girl's like, I know, I feel so terrible. I would do anything to make it up to everybody. And she's like, I know, just next time, make sure you think before you start texting. And like the third time she said it, I went, you're killing me.
Mm-hmm.
You're killing me. Like, she didn't ask you. She didn't ask.
Nope.
And then I felt bad. And then we fixed it later
Sure.
in post. But yeah, so that's an example of a bad apology, which how do we get to the bad apology? We didn't mean to hurt your feelings somewhere over here.
Yeah. I think, yeah.
As it is.
That's where it started.
I do want to go backwards before I want to end with maybe a new segment that we touch into. Any further
right.
comments on that?
No.
Mm-mm.
I will say back to the original point, when somebody doesn't,
This is nerdy.
it's nerdy.
Yeah.
But I like it.
Yeah.
You could do that. There are times when they go past you and they don't meet any other emotional needs. So for example, and it's a story I've used many times, my brother-in-law, Rich, God bless him, sweet guy, back in the Trey days, Jay, how you doing with Trey and everything that's going on? I said, you know what, buddy, we're doing okay. And he broke down crying. How could you? How can you be okay?
Yeah.
It's your son. Don't you understand? It's your son. And he's crying. I got nothing out of that.
Right.
I mean, you care about me, I guess, belonging.
Right.
You care about my son. Cool. But this is terrible.
Right.
So-
now this is awkward and uncomfortable.
Right.
Right. So if they don't ever, if they go under what you're feeling, that's no good.
It's so bad because it's like my child has cancer
And I'm comforting you.
and
Yeah.
now I feel worse. How can I feel worse? Like the most horrible
And not
thing
about him.
happening, right?
I was good where he is. We understand. I prayed.
Yeah.
I've understood God's in charge. I'm not. Bang that all out. We're
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
No, I don't want to talk to you anymore, though, because that was way too heavy. And that's too much. So here's a segment. I want to lift up a little bit of food stuff here.
All right.
Because I was impressed upon the other day by somebody mentioning a certain place. I would like to talk about best restaurants that just aren't there anymore. They could be from your childhood. They could be local.
Wow.
They could be chains. We just had Hardee's closed down on Millvale, that special one
Yeah.
that's been there forever.
Yeah.
I love your
Yeah.
yeah.
I got a good answer, Eric.
Oh,
Okay.
go.
I want to hear it.
So growing up, I don't know if there was any around Pittsburgh, but there was this chain. It was like basically like a branch off of like a Texas Roadhouse, but it was called Bugaboo Creek.
I want to go to Bugaboo Creek.
Yes.
It was like the cabin forest version of Texas Roadhouse where it looked like a log cabin inside and they had like the bison posted up like the heads on the wall.
Yeah.
And they would talk if you walked by. They'd be like, hey,
Like Chuck
welcome
E.
to
Cheese
Bugaboo
meets
Creek."
Western steak.
Yes. They had a talking Christmas tree. And so all this stuff, they would kind of like Texas Roadhouse where they make you ride the saddle on your birthday, you do something crazy and they'd sing a song at you with a
Yeah.
giant moose head in your face.
Yeah.
Most fun restaurant ever as a kid
That
growing
sounds
up.
awesome.
And then it just closed and it was abandoned for years.
Was it a chain or was it like
It was a chain.
Yeah.
I don't know how widely spread it was.
Yeah, see if you
but
can find it.
It was
See
a
if you
real
can find
shame when it shut down. I still remember my brother, I literally had a birthday there,
Yeah.
I think when I was 10. And my brother went and drank 10 high seas that night and the next day
Yeah.
puked during his T-ball game. So we got good memories. And
That's awesome.
then I went home this past September and
It was a Canadian-themed casual steakhouse chain that operated in the eastern United States from 1992 until 2016.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So,
Not
Headquartered
down.
in East Providence, Rhode Island, the chain grew to a peak of more than 30 locations across 11 states.
Eh.
The restaurants were styled after a Pacific Lodge aesthetic and featured animatronic animal characters based on North American wildlife. Bugaboo Creek filed for bankruptcy in 2010, which led to widespread closures during the early 2010s. The final location closed in 2016.
It's probably the Rochester one.
R.I.P. Bugaboo Creek Steakhouse.
Yes.
Look at that picture. Bring back memories.
Ah,
What would you get? Hamburger and
boy.
fries.
I was more of a chicken tenders kid, so probably that.
The old Canadian chicken tenders
You know them Canadians.
up in the forest.
Mine would be, well, one of mine would be, and there's still one left in the area.
I know what you're going to say. And it's the one.
It's the one. Maybe Bugaboo Creek Light. Maybe Bugaboo Creek
No,
Light.
it's not. I know where you're going now.
Mine would be Haas's.
Horses, steak, and
love
seafood. Route 22. It's still
Yeah,
out there.
I know.
Murraysville, which is ironic
Which it's one of those things like it's just a little too far, you know.
and better left in a memory.
Yeah, like yeah.
There's no way you'd go there now.
Oh, I would go.
No. And be like, that was great.
Is Haas's like a Cracker Barrel equivalent?
No.
What's
No.
what?
Ponderosa?
Okay.
I don't know if I've ever been to a Ponderosa.
Not to be confused with a Bonanza.
Bonanza.
What's
They're all
Bonanza?
buffet style, not buffet, but cafeteria style
style.
steakhouse.
Oh,
So like you go up to the counter and you order your steak,
yeah.
and then you go sit down, and then you go get your salad bar, your food bar, or whatever else,
Yeah.
and then they bring you your steak.
Which there a lot of that stuff is bigger down south. I remember like because my sister-in-law Karen they were big on like cafeteria style places. One of theirs was
Meat and three.
one of theirs was Luby's. Luby's was one of their favorites. I like it. It's not
Good save. I don't know if you were going exactly where I think you might have been going, but your face is telling me that you were. And as my son's girlfriend, good save. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Back to
no, that was
Yeah,
I mean, it was-
continue,
it was
Eric.
just
that
I
lube
like-
job place. What?
But there was but I've never been a huge fan of like places like that, like Golden Corral. Like I don't miss Golden Corral.
Pardon, it's the Golden Coral.
Coral.
No, Golden Corral might be the saddest place you ever go to eat. Because you just look around. Like any restaurant you go to, you're like, nobody's healthy.
No, and I feel like if they would do it right, I think it would be great. But it's just like I don't know.
I don't want this podcast to ever end because I want to see where his voice goes.
No, it's gonna go away.
It just keeps getting higher and higher. Every
No,
voice
like
crack.
at Golden Coral, like I would see somebody walk by with like 8 rolls on their plate.
Yeah,
I'm like, they make more.
right.
I feel like you have to hit a new low to be there with that crowd. Unfortunately,
Rachel can't do it. Like it's
Yeah.
No.
it grosses her out.
Yeah.
So for me, and I think the correct answer is
Okay.
the sit down Pizza Hut.
Oh my gosh, that would be my other
With the
answer.
tabletop game,
telling- like, they
the
would-
little mini
I'm
pictures,
telling you right now.
the Pizza Hut buffet.
The lunch buffet.
Oh, the lunch buffet.
I went to it. Hey, we had a dinner one when I was in college in DC. I went. I mean, I nearly died that night. I mean, I went back to my
Yeah.
room and I was just like, I don't know if I'm gonna make it.
Yeah.
Like it
Yeah.
was. I was just. Oh, that
Yeah.
was my gluten days.
But like, I feel like if they would bring it back and brought it back to the way it was,
$1 billion.
$1 billion business.
I mean,
I'm
a
telling
pan
you,
pizza that you would just
Yes.
burn everything on.
Oh
Yes.
yeah, those
Just
those breadsticks alone.
Yeah,
I think
tabletop
I've eaten
arcade
pounds
Pac-Man.
of those in my.
Oh my
Or the
gosh.
Parmesan on top.
Yes,
and
or the
marinara.
apple ones. They had the cinnamon,
For
like
dessert.
apple. Yeah,
I didn't even think
And the
about
Coca-Cola
Ooh.
cup is the best cup. The red
Yes.
cup.
Yep.
Yep.
that was actually how it all started. Like that's the best way to drink out of anything is
Yes.
the red plastic Coca-Cola
With the
cup.
small ice, like you know what I mean? Yep.
There is, I think it's in Turkanic, PA. Is where it's like up in the mountains, whatever. There is still a sit-down Pizza Hut.
It's man.
I take a pilgrimage out
A
there.
salad bar. I'm saying that's just nostalgia. And whereas if you went to that, it would be exactly what it was.
Yes.
Whereas the Haas's, you're like,
Yeah.
oh, that's bad.
No, you know what you're
My
getting with
taste
Pizza
in
Hut.
beef has
Yeah.
changed.
Well,
since
and
these
it's
days.
one of those things where like Pizza Hut pizza,
It's not pizza.
It's not, but it's not trying to be anything else either.
It's just
not,
Pizza Hut pizza.
It's Pizza Hut pizza. It's not trying to be your mom and pop good, homemade pizza. It is Pizza Hut pizza, and that's what it is.
It knows who it is.
It knows who it is, and that's kind of why I appreciate it.
It's exactly who it is. We could go on, but I think I might want to save this. I think we're going to come back to like topics of restaurants in future weeks. Because I could go on with some other ones that aren't here anymore. I'll just say Wendy's Salad Bar.
Wendy's.
Man, you're going back. Yeah.
With a little sunroom.
Yep. Yeah, the sun.
Wendy's had a salad bar.
Yeah.
I didn't love it, but it was nice that it was
No,
there.
right. Yeah.
Oh, the sunrooms.
See, we touched a
sunrooms.
little something inside there, didn't we, Julia?
Yeah.
Oh, we don't even need to get into McDonald's Playland.
Oh,
We're on a McDonald's Playland.
end
Yeah.
it now. I'm gonna cry.
Now it's all
I had one of
corporate.
my birthdays at McDonald's one time.
Yep.
Yeah, people
I was
did.
like-
You're allowed to have fun.
I was little.
Come down the slide, be some vomit right at the bottom, and you'd be like,
or like a turd. Sorry, Rachel.
turd's okay. You can
Oh.
say the
Sorry, no F word.
It smells like
My
FART
brother-
that squirted out the
My brother
turd.
got lost in the play place twice, I think. Had to go up to the front and say, I lost my mom. Babe, she's standing 2 feet away.
it just smells like feet all the time.
I did go to a place called Block Party USA, I believe it was called, owned by Blockbuster, R.I.P. If we're talking about things that aren't there anymore.
Yeah.
In Indianapolis, Indiana, and it was like a giant Dave and Buster's on crack
Wow.
that as of 7 p.m. on a Friday or Saturday was adults only. And so like in the center of it, and like, you had a swipe card or a wristband. They had like the maze and the tunnel that
Yeah.
you would go into, and there were slides and a ball pit and everything else. And we were in there like for like 45 minutes at one point, because like you'd look over there and you're like, how do you get over there? And we'd go down here. We'd end up back where we were.
Oh my
And
god.
it was cool because I was an adult, but
Yeah.
I play like a child.
Yeah.
Ball pit.
Oh yeah, giant ball pit.
Yeah.
Did,
Those are very hygienic.
did they have anything in Pittsburgh where it was like, you took your kids to those giant rooms full of bouncy houses?
Oh,
There's
interesting.
There's actually a place
Because
in
that was the thing when I
Monroeville.
grew up.
Like multiple inflatables.
Yeah, like they were just huge slides and like multi-level things that you would climb
Let me just tell
around
you
on.
this much. If it was, we weren't going.
Ah, that's okay.
a
No,
pla-
no ringworm for your kids. So.
There's a
I had
place
ringworm
called
around the time.
Outer
Florida.
Limits in Monroeville that kind of has that. They have bounce houses inside.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, we've been there.
Yeah.
It gets pricey.
sure.
I'm sure.
And what really annoys me,
Are the people.
no, but yeah, but no,
Right.
I've noticed this new thing with arcade games, and they really gyp you nowadays.
Whoa.
What? We're not allowed to say that?
It's a slur.
Is it?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Gypsies.
Oh.
Oh, I'm sorry. I guess the Romanian people don't matter to you.
My bad. But the amount of time that you get to play for the amount of money that you put into it, it's way shorter than it used to be, and it's real annoying.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all.
Groot says, "What's up?"
Hey, good to see you, Groot. We're about to end it.
Do you want one of us to do it there so you don't
Oh, I'm
croak
gonna
up?
power through. I'm gonna power through.
But you sound like somebody. Oh, somebody from a podcast or a movie or a TV show. Go on.
All right. That's it for episode 301. Join us in 2 weeks for episode 302.
Aren't you in? You're not here next week, right?
No, I'm here next week. I'm not here the week after.
Oh, then don't join us in 2 weeks.
Oh, sorry.
Join us next week.
You know what's funny? It says join us in 2 weeks for episode 301, which we just did.
302.
Man, this is going so
301 part
smoothly.
2.
I'm so glad.
Nobody's listening at this point anyhow.
We'll see you next week for episode 302. Between now and then, please give us a like or follow on social media and visit us at lunchtimeinrome.com. While there, take our relational needs questionnaire. Thanks for joining us at the table for Lunchtime in Rome. See you next week.
Goodbye.
Bye.